Hey, you got anything you love so much that you do anything for it? If you said yes, then you're probably like Darius. See, Darius loved trains so much that he went to jail 32 times for stealing them. Maybe you're not like Darius, but not many people are, because you see, Darius had a problem. While he was growing up, he didn't make many friends and he was bullied. They said, Darius, you're weird. Darius said, no, I'm not weird. I just got Asperger's syndrome. See, basically, a bully slides in and says, hold on now, Darius, you're using one too many big words. You think you're better than me? The bully grabs a pair of scissors and pokes Darius really hard. And it's because of this, Darius starts skipping school and hanging out by the New York subways because, again, he loved trains. The train workers start to notice him, so they call him over. They say, hey, old boy, come here. You like trains? Darius said, is the A line the longest line in the New York subway system? They said, kid, this is my 9 to 5. I don't know. He said, I memorized the entire map. Yes. So the workers start allowing him to hop on the train with them. They start showing him how the train works. One of the workers said, look, he's just a kid. He's not going to remember all this. Darius said, start, stop, reverse. It's 102. So we should be headed to Queens anytime soon, right? And the worker said, oh. Darius now knows how to operate a train. So one day, one of the workers hits Darius up. He said, look, I got a little side piece I'm trying to see. Darius, I just need you to go for like 6 stops on my train and you good. Darius said, bet. Darius pulls up. He starts driving the train. Passengers coming in and out. One of the passengers walks in and goes, hello, 911, there's a child operating a train. The police said, hey, yo, is everybody okay? Dude said, actually, yeah, he's very knowledgeable. Excuse me, how do I get to Harlem? Yeah, he just gave me some info right now. Very cool dude. Yeah, y'all coming though? They said, yeah, we pulling up. The police pull up. They said, hands behind your back. The passenger said, hold on now. This is the first time we've been on time. Darius drove the trains immaculately. The police said, don't worry. He's not 18 yet, so we're not taking him to jail. We're taking him to prison because at the same time, he is black, so we will be locking him up, yes. But Darius loved trains and really the transit system so much. While he was in jail, he asked the police if he can drive one of their buses. The police said no, because technically you're a felon. And since Darius was now considered a felon, that means he could never be hired as a transit worker, which brings me back to my first question. You ever love something so much that you do anything for it? Well, here's where things start to get wicked. Because Darius's answer was absolutely. He starts driving trains immaculately for free. Whenever somebody would call out sick, he would find out what train they were supposed to drive and he would cover for them. But he would do this without permission, so anytime he did get caught, they arrested him. At this point in his 20s, he was arrested about 20 times. And he was doing time, a few years here, a few years there. Every time he got out, he would go right back to the trains. At one point, he even got married, but his wife thought he was cheating on her because he was with them trains so long. She said, you cheating on me? He said, absolutely, with the trains. Those were his words in the interview. He said, I was basically cheating with the trains. I loved them more. He got a divorce. This man knew so much about trains that after 9/11, the Department of Homeland Security went to him so they can understand how to protect the railways better. After he gave them all the information, they said, appreciate you, brought him back to jail. Now, sadly, Darius spent about half of his life in prison. With the final 32nd time, he has been admitted to a psychiatric hospital indefinitely. And here's the worst part. The courts considered him dangerously mentally ill. So they locked him up with violent offenders. The psychiatrist that the courts called in said, don't do that. That is not a recommendation. He should be allowed some freedom. He is not dangerous. The court said, yes, we called you guys in, but we wanted you to agree with us, so we're not taking your opinion. He's dangerous. Lock him up. And well, Darius has been locked away in a type 1 facility, meaning he's considered very dangerous, for about 7 years now. Both of the court psychiatrists recommended he be in a type 3 facility, meaning he is allowed some freedoms. He's not considered dangerous. Now, regardless, if you think this is unfair, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to at least speak about this. Tell a friend about Darius. Share this video if you must. If you make videos, make a video about this. Use the hashtag #FreeDarius when you're talking about this. Let's make this an online movement, because at the end of the day, it's not just about Darius, it's about a broken system that absolutely needs to change. If you'd like to do more, there's a petition I found. Go to Google, type in change.org, free Darius.